Didn't realize that this chair is real squeaky. Hi, so I'm gonna do September favorites. September products, really, because there's been very few things that have been wah wah, which is always really nice, right? It's let's talk about stuff. So I'm actually sort of doing an empties challenge, or mission empties, which was started on Instagram. I forget who started it. It was either like Rui. I always say her name wrong. Rui. It was either her, I don't remember, but I was tagged by Hidden Harmony World to do it. And I don't know if you guys still aren't with me on Instagram yet. I've been doing a lot of posting there, more so than on here or the blog. Although the blog, I haven't posted anything in a while because I have been churning out the drafts. Like, I'm doing a new series where I'm going to talk about, I don't want to tell you yet, but I've been like on it with like photographing and doing my research and typing stuff up. So it's going to be really fun. It's less informative as it is, you know, just fun and kind of, you know, clever and cute and just sort of... Do you hear this? Okay, this is New York, so that'll be up soon, but I haven't been doing videos as often. School started now, and I'm really trying to figure out, like, it's funny, I have work, school, and life balance, and it's hard to kind of figure out all of that, because I'm in school Monday through Wednesday, and then work Thursday through Sunday. So it's just trying to figure that out and still maintain time to have fun and do blogging and to do videos and that sort of thing. So I'm sitting down and I'm getting this done. Anyway, we'll finally get to the point now. You'll just have to ignore that because I wish there was something that I could do, but there's not. Let's see, cleansers has been pretty much the same. Still loving what I normally love. I'm trying to go through my cleansers is the thing, because I'm sort of getting bored with them. I mean, not that like they're bad and I'm sort of falling out of love with them, but I'm sort of just, I want to try new stuff. So I'm just trying to use up a lot of that, which is the whole point of Mission Empties, is I'm trying to use stuff up, because I have been fortunate enough to have been given a few things by some of my friends that work for other brands, and you know, a recent acquisition of all the Dennis Gross stuff that I'm still trying to figure out and enjoy and kind of experiment and play with. So it's working through that. That's a bit tricky, because I'm trying to use stuff up, but I keep getting stuff, and I haven't been buying as much as I have in months past, but I still have been acquiring new stuff. I have bought some things, but I haven't been like getting new stuff every single day. Because it all gets to be a bit much sometimes. You can sort of start to feel a little empty, even though you know that it's for a good purpose and you're talking about stuff and you're reviewing products and helping people make better decisions and sort of sharing experience, but sometimes it can feel a bit empty and shallow, because you just sort of get up to your neck in product and you're like, you can't swim in it because everything's glass, right? Which is both like literal and, you know, not literal. Anyway, there's my rant for the day. So I'm trying to work through stuff. So I'm gonna actually do a separate empties video that coordinate. There's gonna be lots of that, right? It's like the middle of the day on a Friday, so people are freaking out. Anyway, so I'm going to do a separate video that coordinates with a blog post and an Instagram post of all my empties once I've sort of finished. I think it's like a 60-day thing, and I haven't been consistent with it, but I'm officially starting, even though I've already had some empties that I've accrued from the past. It's officially starting, and I need to get better lighting. Look at this nonsense. Look at that. I can't. That's bad. That's bad. It's also a kind of a gloomy day, so my sunlight isn't helping me. Okay. So, we'll just talk about new stuff. How about that? Or some new ideas, some new sorts of things. So we'll talk with the things that I've actually been super excited about. I caved in. I bought some Wayne Goss brushes. I haven't gotten new brushes in kind of a while, and while the ones that I have are perfectly adequate, I'm still loving my Hourglass brushes, my e.l.f. Studio blush brush, my Real Techniques, my, you know, all of that, my Chanel brushes. But I wanted to get some new brushes, and I've never really bought expensive brushes, like luxury brushes. Anyway, you don't care. The whole point is that these are brilliant. These are brilliant, and especially this number 14. Oh my god. I know that Dustin Hunter had talked about this a few months ago, and Dustin and I sort of, as from an artistry standpoint, we sort of like similar brushes, it seems. We like to use brushes in similar ways, or, you know, whatever the case may be, and he talked about this. I love this. I wish that they would do a version of this that was just a fraction larger, because I'm really loving this for lightly setting the face, because I don't like a big powder brush. And then for bronzer, it's brilliant, but I wish it was just a fraction larger while still being flimsy like this, because for bronzer, if you want to do the most minuscule, transparent bronze that you've ever seen, this is the most amazing brush in the world to do it with. I haven't done it with blush yet because I don't really wear blush, but I would imagine if you're doing a very gentle contour or to blend out kind of a sculpting line, it would be amazing. And the thing is it doesn't disturb foundation at all. And when Wayne talked about that, I was sort of like, I didn't really get it, right? Because I press a lot of products into my face. I don't do a lot of buffing with powder products. But this truly doesn't disturb any foundation at all, but it gets the job done. I also picked up a number 11 and then a number 2. The number 2, I don't know, I guess I pictured it would be a little different. Soft as all can be, that's the thing that said with these. When he said that these are goat hairs bristled that you've never felt before, they're truly like the softest goat that I've ever felt. And this is a blue squirrel, the number 2. I haven't played around with this as much. I think for setting it's quite nice for a bit of sculpting work, but with that said, I do a lot of cream sculpting, and I'm always wary about using natural bristled brushes with cream products just because I'm scared. I tend to be pretty heavy-handed, so I don't want to overdo it. So I like all of them, but I think this number 14, I would not mind having a few more of these to play around with. And I really want to try more of the line. I bought these because these seemed like the style of brushes that I like to work with. They're small, they're fairly directional, they're not incredibly dense. Some of the others seemed like a bit out of what my realm of usage would be, and I don't want to buy stuff that I won't use. But yeah, I love this 14 for a bit of highlighter, a bit of sculpting work, a bit more directional, a bit more product gets applied. So these are brilliant. Another thing, I wish the handles were a fraction longer, just because with men's hands, they tend to be a bit bigger, so sometimes I like to hold the brush farther down the handle and buff, and it's a bit tricky when the handle's quite short. Of those quite a bit. And when I bought them, I had never purchased from Beautylish before. I had no reason not to, I just never really did. And then this is it comes with a handwritten note. I didn't know if that was just for clients who purchase stuff quite frequently. It says, "Hi Christopher, welcome to Beautylish Boutiques. Hope you love Wayne's amazing brushes and see you again soon." They gave me 2 samples of Bioderma, a card on how to care for your brushes. It was all wrapped in tissue. It was, the person who packed the box wrote it. It was like incredible marketing, first of all, incredible customer service, and it was just, I was really, really impressed. It makes me really want to continue shopping from them. And they have a payment program where you pay a third of the cost. If it's above $100, you pay a third of that cost a month. So that's what I did with the Wayne brushes, just because I wanted to kind of see how it worked. And I still got a handwritten note, even though I'm only paying them, you know, $30 a month, you know, instead of the full 100. So, props to them. If I, you know, like with Charlotte Tilbury, with my Indie Lee stuff, with more Wayne Goss stuff, if something's available on Beautylish, I would be way more inclined to buy it from them, just because the fact that they take that extra step is really, makes me appreciate them, you know, that they appreciate my business. It's like, that's just good business practices. I'm sorry. Rant over. Okay, done. Anyway, let's continue. So my skin has been freaking out. I don't know, and these sleeves, I just gotta roll this up. My skin has been freaking out. It's been doing that dermatitis thing, but it's been doing it around my eyes and on my chin. I don't know. I thought I had it taken care of. And as part of the post that I'm doing, you'll see once it goes up, but I bought the Avène Eau Thermale. I had the La Roche-Posay one before, and I didn't, you know, canned water, okay. For me, it's not something I really buy into. But I think that I was using it in a way that wouldn't have been beneficial. So I would usually just spray it on top of my face and then, I don't know, just spray it. because there's no humectants in this, if you don't use something that is humectant or water binding, it's just going to evaporate off the skin and dry the skin out. But this is high in minerals, so the anions, cations, and then there's trace elements as well. So it's really interesting, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I quite like this. I do it after toner, before a hydrating serum, or before a hydrating toner, just so that way the water that is being pulled into my skin has minerals in it that have had some research that shows that they're calming, soothing, repairing, that sort of thing. And I do notice it does actually kind of calm some irritation a bit. So I'm going to continue using this. I think it's a bit, it sort of seems gimmicky, but when you read more into the research, it makes a bit of sense, which is what I'm trying to say. Fell in love with the Paula's Choice Clinical Instant Calm Advanced Redness Relief. I didn't like it at first, I didn't see the point, but when my skin was freaking out and I was using this consistently, totally made a difference in really soothing my skin and helping it to feel less irritated and kind of repair it. So that's been fantastic. I have a friend that works for Kate Somerville. She was kind enough to give me the Quench oil-free, and I am doing a blog post on this. It should be up pretty soon. So you'll have to read more information about that. But basically, this is quite good. We'll leave it at that. Read the review because it's fun, and I bring up a few ideas and points that you maybe haven't thought about before, or just different ideas. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to be a good marketer, right? I'm trying to get you guys to go to different parts of me, right? Which is, fair and great if you want to do it. If not, up to you. Radio. Friends from Caudalie. I was given this, the moisturizing mask, and I've used it a few times. It's good, but I would not go to the ends of the earth to get it. I'm much more impressed by the Laneige water sleeping mask. I actually even prefer the Dior Capture Total, not the Capture Total, Capture Total mask, the detox mask. I kind of prefer that to this. Masks are one of those things that I don't freak out about the way that some people do. I don't really get it. I mean, they're great, but I don't know. It's not something I think about doing. Anyway, the texture of this is quite nice to use if you just want to use it as a moisturizer for overnight, because it's really not that heavy. Hylamide in CVS now. I don't know why it took me this long to finally get their stuff, but I picked up a few things, and I am keen to pick up more, if that tells you anything. The Low Molecular HA, which is multi-depth rehydration booster. It's a few different forms of hyaluronic, different weights, so it penetrates at different levels. Quite interesting. I've been enjoying this. I like mixing it in with my Dennis Gross Hydration Booster, or the Kate Somerville Quench, or any other product. It's kind of like a jelly texture. It looks like hyaluronic, truly. When you look at it, pictures of it in the medical field, it really looks like this. Doesn't leave your skin feeling sticky, doesn't leave a residue. It just sort of helps to kind of bring a lot of water into the skin, and you can really tell that your skin feels quite hydrated. The SubQ eyes, they didn't have the SubQ face serum, which I'm keen to get once I've used up a few of my other serums. Quite nice though, this stuff. Ingredients are great, no fragrance, none of that. Interesting, a nice texture. Some people have said that they felt a tingle. I didn't feel it at first, and then I started to notice that it does tingle a little bit, which is totally okay with me. As long as it doesn't burn, we're good. But it's got some good stuff. There's peptides, there's retinol, there's all of that great stuff. Then, who decides to come out with something insane that it's even before the email has gone out, but guess who decides to launch something really fun and interesting and unique for them, which I'm not surprised. La Solution 10 de Chanel, which I'm probably saying completely wrong. The Solution 10 de Chanel's 10 solution, I don't know. So, the idea is that this has 10 ingredients, and that it's designed to treat sensitive skin. So it says soothing and de-stressing restorative moisturizer for sensitive skin, defense against pollution and future discomfort for face and eyes. So what did they do? This is a cream packaged in an airtight traditional serum bottle like that they do. No oil, no fragrance, no alcohol, and no parabens. The fragrance, right, is the alcohol and fragrance is really what gets me with Chanel, right? That's something that they just do. Although recently they haven't been putting alcohol in their products. Like the LeBlanc line doesn't really do it that much anymore. The Hydra Beauty Micro Serum doesn't. They've been churning out the good products, and I think because they have a new creative director. Anyway, this is water, squalane, laurel lysine, lauryl lysine, glycerin, silver needle white tea extract, shea butter extract, not even shea butter extract, sodium polyacrylate, steareth 21, caprylyl glycol, and phenoxyethanol. That's it. So for $80, you're not getting much. But knowing me, and I'm insane with the Chanel stuff, I always like to try. Nope. Okay. I think my camera has officially died. So I think I'm gonna have to buy a new one, which is just brilliant. Anyway, continuing on. Oh, shucks. I hope that it didn't break. I don't know. Because I have 2 battery packs and I was recharging one of the other ones. This one died really early. It doesn't normally die this quick. And then I was charging the other one, and then I put that battery in and it immediately said it wasn't charged. I don't know. Maybe it's the batteries, but I actually need to buy a new camera. So, yeah. Okay, I don't remember where I was. Oh, okay, the Chanel. So, ingredients, nothing special. But for Chanel, for a designer house to do something that's fragrance-free, alcohol-free, designed for sensitive skin, I can't think of actually another, like, designer fashion house that does that. And does it truly, like, for sensitive skin, but truly without alcohol, fragrance, irritating ingredients. So, good job on them. The texture is pretty dense, actually. I'll let you see. It's still pretty new. They haven't... I just went on Chanel's website when I was doing some research, and so it's like it's a cream. Literally smells like nothing. Absorbs nicely. It's not too thick, not too heavy, but I don't know. I think it's pretty great. So I'm going to use it. I don't think that it's something that I'll repurchase once I finish it up, unless, of course, it does wonders to my skin, which I don't think that it's going to. I mean, knock on concrete, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, I'm still pretty impressed with that. So nothing like product-wise, insanely, you know, it's nothing special, but I'm totally gonna use it up. So that's for sure. What else? Okay, so, and then along with that Chanel order, they had the Rhythm Blue de Chanel collection, and you guys know how I feel about blue, especially blue nail polish. So I got one of them, the Vibrato. It's on my toes right now. It's beautiful. This is pretty much going to be my replacement for my OCC Pond, which they don't make anymore because there was a formula issue. The colors didn't stay blended, and I emailed them. This whole long thing. But this is essentially almost identical to what Pond looked like on the nail. So I'm so glad to have this color because it's a very unique kind of it's almost like a cornflower blue, right? Remember that crayon, the Crayola crayon, the cornflower? It's kind of like that, but quite bold. So I like it. It's not too green, but it doesn't go too it's like a royal blue, but less purple. I don't know. I love it. Good formula too. I might buy the other blue one because I love blue nail polish. Okay. So let's see. Sunday Riley, of course, still loving everything, but especially I've been reaching for the Flora quite a bit. I've been using all of the oils really, but especially Flora. Like I made a dent in it, right? Look at that. I haven't even had it a month. Nice. It's actually the thinnest out of all of the oils I find, except Luna, but Luna's not really an oil, and I'll make a video talking about Sunday Riley oils, so be looking out for that. Just a really good, nice oil, especially underneath like tinted moisturizer in the morning. For me, it kind of is almost like a primer, but it's really nice on top of any other product. It gives you that conditioning factor. The skin feels very soft. It's very protective. Amazing. She knows what she's doing. And then Good Genes. I've been reaching for it quite a bit more. When I talk to people about it when I'm in store, it kind of re-sparks my passion for this product every single time that I talk about it. And I forget, even though I know it's a great product, I forget how much I love it. And I'm almost done, actually. I say that, but I'm like a little bit more than halfway through, so it's just going to be hard once I use it up. But I love this. It's a multi-use product. I use it as an exfoliating product. I use a serum and a moisturizer and an oil on top, but you can use it as like a serum product and just put moisturizer on, or however you want to use it. And they don't tell you to use it any specific way, which I kind of really appreciate. Paula's Choice Resist BHA 9. The packaging sucks. Let's agree on that. I figured out a way to get what you want is not even to push it down, but just to kind of like tap it. You're going to get a little bit of product, so just tap, 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 drag, tap, drag, and then it'll give you enough product. I'm gonna put it on my neck. Because this is it's a spot treatment basically, so you really do not need the entire pump. So if you just kind of a little bit, like you're about to press it but you don't, that'll give you the amount of product you want. Good stuff though, it helps to unclog for sure. I've been reaching for Clinique Moisture Surge Skin Fortifying Hydrator, the gel cream, quite a bit. It's an interesting texture. It's not like a lot of gel creams that I felt, and where it goes on and then immediately it gets watery. It immediately thins out. Kind of really amazing. So once this runs out, I'll have to get a full size of this because I've really been enjoying it, especially for dehydrated skin. I met a really nice girl yesterday who works for the Clarins group, does the Mugler fragrances, the Prada fragrances, and she was talking about Alien that day, and it made me realize how much I freaking love Alien. It's not for everybody, but I love it. I always say it smells like Hot Topic in the early 2000s, right when it smelled kind of like concrete and incense, but then you get that hit of jasmine. I don't know, it smells like a concrete burrito jasmine masterpiece. My sense of smell has never been normal, but I love this. Okay, a little bit more to talk about. Still loving the Tom Ford bronzer. It's been the bronzer that I've been using most often, especially with that Wayne Goss brush, the one that I showed you, the little 14. Amazing. This is already a sheer bronzer, so if you really want to sheer it out, it's pretty incredible. And then my new favorite thing to do when I highlight, and I didn't do this today, so actually I have to show you, is mix the Ambient powders, Luminous and Ethereal. So because the Luminous is too shimmery for me because I have scarring on my cheekbones, so I do Ethereal and then a hit of Luminous, and then just wherever I would normally highlight, it just takes down the sheen a little bit from Luminous, but still gives you a glow. A very soft glow. So that's gonna be my new way to use it. I think that's it, pretty much. Yep, that is it. So lots of stuff that I mentioned. Be looking out on the blog, be paying attention to it, subscribe to it by email if you want, because I'm going to be doing the posts pretty soon about, well, you'll just have to see. Got to get a new camera, so that's fun. So I don't know what videos I'll be getting up. It'll probably be more blog stuff until I can get a camera. But I think that's it. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys really soon. And happy October. That means we're one day closer to Halloween. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I got stuff to do. So, bye.